Hello there, this is Marcio Gali, and this is yet another episode of Coding with Agents, or the longer version, Culture Coding with Agents. Okay, so there is a session here before, and the reflection here is about the situation that I caught myself, from the situation that I caught myself, and here it is. There are cases where you're working with two different agents, right? And so please consider this case. So you see this visual code there, and that's the conversation with one agent. All right. Now I caught myself in this situation. All right. And I said, now can you document a cur sample? A cur sample is jargon here for give me an example of how to use the function that we just created. Okay, so in the jargon here, in this programming system in framework, core refers to a system or method for accessing data. It doesn't really matter. But then I said, can you document how to create a new article from what we just defined, right? From the interface that we defined. And then I said, um, with the password and etc., how to call in terms of how to add a section, because this is a slide system, and how to pass an image. All right, and I said that, and then I said, uh, because I want to, this is so because I want to, on a side project, use that documentation to ask for the other colleague to work on that. Okay, the other colleague is here an agent. So I'm basically saying, oh, yes, right? We work it together. You gave me the interfaces. You gave me some functionality there, and that's available. Now, please document that. So I want to go to the other person's cubicle, the right the office of the other colleague, because I want to give that documentation to the other colleague to see if that other colleague can actually do that thing, right? So that's it. um, and I'm sending this, right? Go. Please help me with that. Thank you very much, right? Now, on the side, and I don't know if I will go through the whole thing here right now, but let us say that's possible. Okay, so I see that it gave me documentation, right? Now, now, can you add that now? Can you add that to a specific section of our memo? 100. Um, so memo 100. Good. All right. So I'm asking for, make that formal as part of the document that we have here. Oh, by the way, wait. Make that formal as part of this document, right? Now there is a new section here. The example for creating a new article, an example for creating section of an article, and sending the photo, right? So that's the result. So this developer, this colleague gave me the functionality and then gave me also the documentation. And by the way, right, when you make a functionality and you make a documentation, actually, which likely, right, you're rechecking, oh, are things going okay? It's a chance for interpreting. Oh, I see. I can add an article. I can see that. I can also uh, send in this article that seems to be a slide. I like that. And also I see here that I I like that I can add a section to that article. And that section is a slide. Now I'm just wondering. By the way, this is a real case, right? I'm wondering here. What if I want to add a section to an article, but not create a new article? Can I do that? That seems to be the case. So because I'm reading this, right? I'm the messenger, right? I'm just a man, the middleman here, right? I'm just the messenger. So I'm saying, yeah, give me the document of what you're doing, and then I'm exercising some of the cases. So more than a messenger, right? Because I'm actually exercising the situation before I go to the other person's cubicle, the other person's office right now, right? Okay. Now it seems to be okay. It seems that I can do something there. Now let us try to go ahead and wait. Let us try to go ahead and maybe right now, okay, what I'm doing in this shell, wait, where am I here? Yes, okay, there we are. Maybe right now, what I'm doing here in this shell, it's basically walking around right, the corridors, the in the building of the company, right? So I'm taking an elevator there and okay, where I want to go? Oh, to the building bot services, right? That's building 22. And now in building 22, right? I entered building 22. There like right floors there, and I want to go because I know I want to go to the persons there that that specific person, and that that's like uh, trades is the meeting room of that person, right? So I just entered trades, and now NVM use 20, and that's like not with don't worry about that. Now I'm entering the office of that person when I called code period, and that's technically right now it's opening Visual Code. But what's happening here is that I knocking the wall of that person, right, in building 22 in the meeting traits. That's actually the room of that person, and it failed. Now, what just happened here totally uh, um, messed up with my nice, cool narrative of the good old days, right? It's unexpected. This would be like an earthquake, except that it seems to be a soft earthquake, and now we're back in the game. Oh no 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 no! It's real earthquake, and we gotta leave the buildings, and I'm not working anymore. I need to stop recording this video likely. But see the point as I leave the building, right? I'm saying, oh, I was gonna go to the other person's cubicle, Visual Code in a given directory in that given project, and talk with that other colleague, asking that other colleague to do something for me, to create an interface for me, so then I could push create new slides. And here's the documentation, my friend. Right? That's it so far. Um, Thank you very much for reflecting together here in this session.